This is an Emmaljunga Classic chassis, and today we're going to talk about a problem whereby the brakes fail on one side. There's a rivet that can wear down and fall out, such that the brake will come into permanent contact with the wheel, and it won't be possible to roll the stroller. So we're going to show you how to fix this problem today. You're going to want to start by removing both back wheels, and since one is being held in place by the brake bar, you're going to need to pull it out a little bit while you remove the wheel. Remove it on the other side as well. So, if you look closely, you'll see that there's a wide hole here where there's been damage done to this outside face of the brake bar, and the rivet has now disappeared. In order to work with this problem, you're going to need the brakes in the closed position, which would be like this. There we go. And the reason for this is it allows you to access the two holes here without the spring getting in the way. Now the other side has not fallen out, but when I fix one side I usually fix the other side as well. And so what we're going to start with is drilling out the rivet here on this other side. So I'm just going to drill it here. When you're drilling out a rivet, you're essentially waiting until that top ring pops off, and then you can pull out the rest. It's hot, watch out. Okay, now the brake bar, because the other side is broken, is now removed from the chassis itself. And you can see, if you look in here at this hole, in comparison to this hole, you can see the damage that has been done over time. Now, what we're going to want to do is re-rivet this. And you're going to need a washer. And the size of the washer is going to depend a little bit on the amount of damage that has been done to this outside face. So because it's relatively large here, I'm going to use a relatively large washer to cover it up. In the worst of cases, sometimes it's necessary to remove the brake bar. At least I like to do so. But using large washers, if you're doing this at home, will generally work. So, you're going to need a washer, and you're going to need rivets. Some people use screws. The problem with screws is it's hard to get a flat enough head on the inside such that it does not interfere with the spring itself. So I'm going to run the rivet then through here, and then up through here, and then put the washer on the outside facing. And then we're just gonna rivet it in nice and tight. There you go. Inside has been fixed. I'm gonna flip it over so that gravity helps me to hold my washer in place. On this side, I don't need such a large washer. I'm going to use a smaller one. Normally, I would use two large ones so that it looks the same, but in this case, I only have a smaller one, and it's not necessary for functional purposes. There you go. Now, both rivets have been applied, and the brake bar is fixed. Can put the wheels back into place. And you see that the brake no longer locks that wheel into a brake position, and it's possible to brake and lift it up. And if you look underneath, the rivet head is flat enough that it's not going to bend the spring as it goes down. Again, that's the problem usually when people use screws to fix this problem. So that's how you repair the brake bar if it has become broken and damaged on one side on an Emmaljunga Classic chassis. We hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, we ask you to subscribe, as it helps us to continue making videos in the future. Thank you.